everyone. Today we're going to talk about how I got a hit on a piece of equipment at the sheriff's department and about the deputy that helped me. This deputy was murdered by someone who had a known mental illness. Now, let me tell you what, when you are in the police department, the most dangerous situations to get in is when you are with somebody who's mentally unstable or domestic violence. Those are the two really dangerous situations for a deputy. So I was working in the control room at Lancaster County Sheriff's Department, and we had this computer which everybody would put on anything that was stolen, went on this nationwide computer. And Donald Benson, his nickname was Duck, came up to me and he goes, he had taken, he found a piece of equipment, and every piece of equipment has a serial number. He actually did an engraving of the serial number, but one digit was missing. So he wanted to find the owner and find out if it had ever been reported stolen. So he told me how to get on this computer and input different digits for the one digit that was missing. And I got a hit. We found the owner, and I was so excited. And just a day or two after that, he was murdered, killed in the line of duty. And his brother, also Larry, was a champion in my book as well. They were two really good deputies. I was up for sergeant's position, and one of the officers was very jealous of me, and he made my life there very uncomfortable, because this was before women's lib, you see. And I got very distraught one night. So his brother, Duck's brother Larry, took me out to the parking lot, and we got in a cruiser. And he said, "Debbie, do you know why this guy is mean to you?" I go, "No." He goes, "Because you do your job and you show them up. You show all the other lackadaisical, no good cops up. And that's why they are making your time here very difficult." I hung in there as long as I could, but I'll never forget that, because I started looking at things in a different way, because I didn't understand jealousy. I always thought that people should just do the best job. No one should be jealous of anything. So, yeah, it made my life there very, very difficult. So I'm going to pause this for a second. Okay, back to my story. This one particular deputy, he was always late coming into work. And I don't mind covering for somebody, but if it's chronic and it happens all the time, yeah, I got a little mad because he got away with it. I don't think the sheriff knew what he was doing. And so he was late again, so he owed me like 2 hours. Well, next time he was working and I was supposed to relieve him, I was 2 hours late. Boy, was he mad. And I had never done anything like this before. When I came into work, he looked at me and started cussing me, and I said, "I'm only doing what you did. I'm only doing what you did." He hated me from that point on. He knew that I wasn't going to stand for that anymore. He made my life so difficult, I had to quit my job. And I found out years later that he fell out of the back of a vehicle and he was brain damaged. And let me tell you what, karma happens to people. You don't have to do anything. But yeah, he made my life really miserable. So I asked my sheriff, when I told him all the things this guy was doing, I said, either he goes or I go. And the sheriff at that time really didn't have any I don't know what you call balls. I don't know. But he didn't do anything. He did not reprimand the guy or anything. So I didn't come into work the next day because of the situation. Well, then by the time I went back to work on my next shift, my position had been filled. So I filed unemployment and I won. And because I had kept good records of this whole situation, yeah, I won my unemployment. And I even got an extension because when you terminate somebody, the Virginia Employment Commission, you have to tell them. And the sheriff never said anything to me. He never said yes or yay or nay. And so I won my unemployment suit. Every time I have taken an injustice to court or whatever, or contested something, I have won. So any of you out there who feels like you've been mistreated, you probably have been. Just keep very good records, because just because you can't work anymore doesn't mean you can't get unemployment, because this is the situation. If any other person could not tolerate what you are, then usually the VEC or any employment commission will go in your favor, you know. Now, if it's insubordination, which is, I think when I owned my tree company, I had asked one employee to do something that was in his line of duties. He refused. And so I fired him, put it in writing. You got to put it in writing. And he tried to file unemployment. Well, I won because that was insubordination. When you give them a direct duty or something that they need to do and they don't do it, that is insubordination. So I hope I helped any of you all going through the stuff. Hopefully women have a whole lot more rights than I had in the late 80s. All right, bye.